All right. We are now here. Let's see. I'm going to pop into my own stream really quick just to make sure the audio is working fine. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to put that on that monitor. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it all
Okay.
sounds good. Maybe a little
Yeah.
quiet.
I mean, it all sounds good. Maybe a little
Yeah.
quiet.
I mean, it all sounds good. Maybe a little
Yeah.
quiet.
I mean, it all sounds good. Maybe a little
Yeah.
quiet.
I mean, it all sounds good. Maybe a
Yeah.
little quiet.
I mean, it all.
Jesus Christ. I didn't mean to fucking put up an echo. Okay. Um, so we're going to drop. We don't need. What is it? We don't need anymore. Okay. We are on our Casting Call Club is one of our sources that we use for auditions. So we'll use that and look for some auditions. So open projects. I should probably put the fucking stream on the other monitor because now I have to turn to the side while like talking to this microphone right here. Not very convenient, not very smart of me. Um and then I also actually wanted to move the OBS over here to the right side. There we go. Okay. Got that all situated. So this casting call club is just a whole bunch of like recommended things you can do with fan projects. They're not really. I'm gonna turn up my volume a little bit. Um, there we go. I think that should be a little bit better. The they're not like big time projects most of the time. Half the time they're paid. But with Casting Call Club, you can find a lot of fan projects, and this is just a good way to get started if you wanted to get into the acting world. And so, yeah, I since I want to get started, I'm kind of looking on here just a little bit. But the main thing I look at is ACX. So with ACX, this is actually a partnered website with Amazon and Audible and iTunes. You can see right here. And what's really cool about them is that they have a whole bunch of auditions you can do for audiobooks. So this is probably what we'll be doing. Pendulum looks like a scary book. Okay. So with the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them some good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that the only not not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't welcome. So it seems like a pretty easy audition. So I'll probably do this one just because it's very short. Some auditions are really long. There was a couple that I've seen that had what was it? It had like three whole paragraphs, and I actually was putting in the time to do it, and I did this afterwards. This is a learning experience. You're supposed to go and look up the book on Amazon since it is partnered with it. You can find the book on Amazon. Um, and the book, like, the grammar was all messed up. There were negative reviews about it, and I was like, man, I put in all this time doing this stupid audition. It's probably not even worth the time. And I know it's rude to say that. Of course, you shouldn't say that nothing is like that bad, but you have to be able to manage your time accordingly. If you want to get stuff done, you got to understand what should and shouldn't be your focus and priorities. So you have to take a look and see how things are looking. Right now, you can see right here on this page, it says Amazon has one review, 5 stars, but we could take a look and see how long the book length is as well if we go to just look it up in Amazon. Oh, look, sponsored right here. Okay. We just copy and paste the title. Okay, this is not. Okay, we're gonna have to look up the author too. This is not what I was looking for. I should have expected the not get exactly what I was looking for. So in this project, it says that you'd get royalty shares. So every hard copy, or yeah, every hard copy sell for $10. So we'd get a share of that. I'm not sure exactly how much the share is. And then if somebody were to buy it for 99 cents, we'd get a share of that as well. But like I said, the audition seems really easy. And let's see how many pages there are. So we click on the book and go look. There is. I blind? Um, I guess this one doesn't say how many pages there are. That's odd. See all details? Huh, it just says the file size. Usually, you can find how long the book length is right here, this area. And it says grade level 12 and up. So it's definitely gonna be an interesting book to read, if anything. I like more adult level books, but some young adult books are very creative and fun because they're tailored to their audience. So that is also something to consider. So what I'll do is I'll open up Audacity. And Audacity is a free audio program that you can download and use, and it's super simple. It's really not that hard at all. So what I'll do normally is I'll have it on my second monitor, the script right here, just so I don't have to deal with it. But it seems like since it's a small script, I could just do this. I could just put it right here and read from it right there. Um, but my microphone's on the other side of my fucking face, so that's not very convenient. I might have to change the stream to this monitor right here where my camera is, um, instead of having it to the side. So we'll probably do that real quick. Let me change it. Okay. One sec, homies. Okay. Properties. Change it to the other monitor. Put that right there. This right here. Just moving things around. There we go. Last thing. Over there. Okay. Should be good. Yep. Everything's all situated. Cool. Okay. So we got the setup. We got everything we're looking for. Let's just try to do some auditions. So, of course, it's better to stand up, but you don't have to all the time. Sitting up is good too. But honestly, I would say stand up if you're doing like a professional audition. Um, Otherwise, if you're just doing a bunch of auditions, you don't have to stand up. It might not be as easy to stand up and look down at your monitor or script, whatever, or it might just be annoying to you to have to stand up all day. You don't have to do that all day. So it's but it's all what you want to do. You don't have to do everything that I'm saying just because it's the way I like to do it. All right. So with the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes get away for a while, 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods, ought to do them some good. Fresh air, no people surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. The ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only they are not alone in these woods, they aren't welcome. So if we go back to the book, we might be able to. Okay, so now the description is what we're reading. And I would say we probably should try to use the voice that we would read the book with, not a voice that we would read like a commercial to sell the book. So we can do that. Bring back up Audacity. Oh, and also if you're looking for auditions as well, on ACX, you can sort the language of the books because ACX has books that are from all around the world, not just from America. So some books actually won't be in English. I clicked on one time and it was in German, and I was like, "Oh fuck, okay, can't do this book." Comments from the rights of this holder. Oh yeah, you can also look at the comments, and this will help you. Sometimes they'll give you like notes for the audition. So this is a slow burn horror novel. I have over 3,000 followers on Facebook, 4K on Twitter, and a website. There's her website for her book and probably her followers. Okay. And then estimated length for the job is probably 4.3 hours. All right. So what I do whenever I'm using Audacity is I'll just press R for to record, and then I'll press space to stop the recording. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them some good. Nope. I don't know what kind of voice to use for this. I can't really use my voice. I feel like my voice is uplifting. I don't know if I have the deep voice. I feel like if a horror type book, they want like a deep and raspy voice. Something like some bullshit. Something like that. I'm not sure. Whenever I say some bullshit, that's just the way I talk. It's not bullshit. I just like I don't know the word for it, so I just throw that word out there. But they probably are looking for a more deeper voice, so oh, I'm not very good with deep voices. My main thing's like doing a medium voice, I guess, and a high pitched voice. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. See, I stuttered right here when I said ought to do them good. Deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. And that's when I like you have if you know yourself, if you know like you got those little stutters in there, I just fucking cut it. I won't do it. You don't have to cut the whole thing, but since it was still just the beginning and I don't like how that sounded, I'm just cutting the whole thing. But you can snip down a little bit if you wanted to. Here, I'll show you how you can snip. So it's like right there. Oh, you didn't like that part of the audio? Just cut that out, record, re-record that, and you can just do it as simple as that. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling. Howling? An ungodly howling? Let's see how that sounds. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. I don't know. I think it sounds decent. It sounds like the right atmosphere of the job. Like it sounds like it sounds mysterious and not uplifting. But I feels more like I'm reading from the script. I got to try to bring more a naturality to it. Try to make it smoother, I guess. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes went away. Nope, they didn't go away for a while. They want to get away for a while. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the of night. Fuck. In the deep of the night. So you see how I messed up that line right there? You see this pause in between the sentences? That's where I can restart, or right here in the break. So if you see the BR, it means break, and right then it's like a big pause. It's a new sentence and a new paragraph, pretty much new situation. See how it sounds. Not long after they arrive, sounds very loud. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the of night. The deep of an unholy, godly fuck, baby, I can't talk. An ungodly howling in the deep of the night tells Stanhopes that they're not only are they not alone in these woods, they aren't welcome. Okay, let's just restart from the break. So, scroll this up a little bit. Boop. Pretty sure this is the break because it looks like a long pause. Not long after they arrive, yeah. So cut that, go back, and record it again. Also, if you wanted to go back on something you did, you could press Control Z, and it'll. If you fucked up, maybe you cut the whole thing, you exit the whole thing. You could just press Control Z, and it'll bring it all back. Or if you just recorded something and it sounds like garbage, you can press Control Z and get rid of it. It just resets to the most previous thing right here. So you can go back and forward, just like a browser. So we were at the break. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the deep of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone. Fuck. I don't know. I stopped right here at not alone, but the sentence is not alone out in these woods. I should have stopped at woods. And this is where I'll press Control Z to drop this shit because I did it wrong. Fuck. And there's a lot of times whenever, man, I'll be messing up on auditions after re-record it. It's not just like something simple and easy. I mean, for some people it is, but for me, I like to go over it a lot. Um, well, I like to make sure it's a good job, and for that, I go over it a lot. So yeah. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling and I don't I don't know if I should emphasize ungodly. Ungodly howling. Ungodly howling. I feel like an ungodly howling in the deep of the night. Maybe just pronounce it a bit louder. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the deep of the night tells the Stanhopes that they're not only. Fuck! Bro, I keep stuttering on this. That not only are they not alone. Okay. Okay. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods. I stopped again at the alone part. I don't know, it just sounds better to me. It just sounds like they're not alone in these woods. But I wouldn't put in these woods. I'd bet they're not alone and they're not welcome. So I guess I'll re-record it. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't welcome. Is that too dramatic? They aren't welcome. They aren't welcome. I don't know. I I think it
Not
sounds
long after they arrive, strange things begin.
I could just be hating on myself. Maybe the insecurity or something. I feel like it just sounds cheesy when I read it.
Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't welcome.
I don't like the way I said out.
Not alone out in these woods,
Out.
they aren't welcome.
They aren't alone out in these woods. They aren't welcome. Also, the thing I'm using for my mic is voice mod. It's this. It is a program you can get. I paid for it. It's like a one-time payment. I think it's like 25 something bucks. And with voice mod, you can download soundboards. And with the soundboards, you could hold on, let me move. Oh shit. Let me move this real quick. With the soundboards, you can download different audio, and with the audio, you could what's it called? There's like a whole bunch of different lo-fi vibes and other things. So we got, I don't know. I mean, all of these are, you can create your own soundboard, or you can just use the audio that they have on the program. But I don't think you get any copyright for any of these because you paid for it and it's part of the program. So we can, if we wanted to, in theory, I think we could find like a spooky sound to put over our audio to help sell it more. So I know we have this Halloween section, and we could play this and record it. I think it does. So I think it does record it. But here I wanted to do this actually. Uh, wanted to add another thing for audio. There's a way to do it. Let me find it. Oh sheesh. I gotta invite on Xbox from somebody. Not now. Undo, undo. Nope, 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 nope. I know there is a way to add another. I just can't remember. Nope. Help. No. Add and remove plugins. No, that's not it. Nope. Jesus. Oh wait, we could do that. Generate silence. Okay. I want to add another freaking audio track. Generate, add and remove plugins. No. Effect. So they have a whole bunch of different effects and audio plugins that you can put on with. Here we go. Add new track. I do mono track just because I'm pretty sure that's the default. Yeah, right here. So what happens if we press record now?
With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society.
Cool. Okay, so now if we press record, it'll just record audio over our already recorded audio. So we can do this. Press this. Okay, that is not what I wanted. I wanted it to record on this one. Okay, so we'll press.
3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange
Sounds
things begin to happen around
Maybe
the
too
cabin.
loud. Let's see.
Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people.
Jesus Christ! It just sounds like white noise. Okay. So we're not gonna have it that loud. Let's go. I mean, there's other sounds too. We can see. Okay. No. No, probably not. Catacombs sounds kind of spooky. The perfect storm. Let's see. That doesn't sound that bad. But would adding audio ruin the audition? I don't know. I don't know if it would ruin it or enhance it. I feel like a lot of people that are doing the audition wouldn't have audio in the background already. So I feel like it would only enhance it. But it could ruin it. So you could be like, I just want to hear an uncut version of your voice. I didn't mean to full size this. I just want to hear an uncut version of your voice. I don't want to hear um I don't want to hear that background noise. So I guess we could save two separate files, one with the audio and one with the not with the audio in the background. So if we wanted to do that, we could cut this file, export as MP3. You always want to do it as MP3. Everybody does MP3. These are other recordings slash auditions. Um, this one's pendulum. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. Get out of my way. Pendulum. Yeah. Pendulum. Audio. Book. Audition. No background. So we save that. This is all optional right here. But you could put your name for the artist name and all the other details if you want. So now we just saved an audio file of the audition. Isolated cabin deep in the pen. Which, by the way, I probably should have checked. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't welcome. I don't know if I should say. I feel like the spot with the ungodly howling should be more dramatic, but also it's a book, and people don't really read. I guess some people listen to audiobooks and want them to be like basically like a movie or a TV show. But I feel like most people listen to audiobooks whenever they're winding down or whenever they're working on something. They don't want it to be the main focus. Sometimes people listen to it like it's a podcast. Um, so they could be working and listening to it. So I guess then it would be awesome if it was like a movie. But I think for now I'm just gonna leave it how it is. And then let's see. Let's add the let's add the background. So add new. Oh, add new. Mono. Come on. Yeah, doesn't really matter. You can click anywhere, I'm pretty sure. So let's see how the catacombs sound. Oh, I probably should press record first. By nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, Hello, how?
they aren't welcome.
Dude, I could do a howl? Dude, that's so cool. Okay, let's see how it sounds with the catacombs. Probably doesn't sound right because it has like the drippling of water.
Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the
Oh, me improvising the howl. You just hear me in the background. Like I do another audio track of me recording the howl. Oh. Okay. Pull this up. How about we try?
3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good.
Okay, so it actually does record where I press. I want it to be at 0. So let's replay that.
With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
All right. See how that sounds.
With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the
I kind of like
Stanhopes that
that.
not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
But I could turn myself down, I feel like. Let's see.
With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
I can add another mono. Oh, okay. Now while it's playing, I was like, what? Can't add another mono track. So now let's add in the howl. See what it sounds like. Dude, this is gonna be so fucked. This person's gonna listen to this audition like, what the hell? Why am I listening to a whole ass? Like, I'm actually in the scene. I just wish I did better at the acting. Now the audio is gonna sound cool as fuck.
COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt. The Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
Dude, why does that actually sound so cool? Okay. Dude, let's add the howl. I feel like that's just gonna be funny to see. So we'll do it right whenever it says ungodly howl. Okay.
With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
Okay. So let's hear it. I guess we could just start here.
Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
Dude, that actually sounds so sick. No way. That sounds so sick. That's so cool. Usually whenever I do my auditions, I don't fuck with the audio just because I just want it to be my clean audio. But I feel like adding in these little spots, these little bits, they work really well. Let me just throw some more thunder in there. Jesus. Oh my god. I want to hear it one more time before I save it and
With the
upload it.
COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke.
Dude, I love that shit. That's so good. I really like that. Oh my gosh. That sounds so cool. Okay. Export as MP3. Same process as before. Title it whatever you want. I'm putting it with the background. Pendulum. Pendulum with background noise. Tracks will be mixed down and exported as one monofile. Yes, that's what I want. And then we're gonna take a listen to it, make sure it sounds good. So bring up our files. Audacity. Yeah. Whenever you're in your files, there's a whole section for Audacity. Then Pendulum with background. Click it. Let's listen to this. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the Stanhopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tell the Stanhopes that not only are they not alone out in these woods, they aren't woke. I just imagine the fact that this person's gonna, you just see my freaking headset thing fly around. I just imagine the fact that this person's gonna be like going through these auditions, uncut, uncut, uncut. And then she listens to this, she's like, what the hell? Why is there so much audio in this guy's fucking clip? Why did he put so much? I ain't complaining, it just sounds kind of different. So we exported it, so it's all saved, so we don't need to save project again. So we got that done. And now we can upload the audition. So I'm probably gonna include both, if I can, with and without background noise. So now you can see right there with background noise, it's in there. Pendulum audiobook without background noise. Okay, so it looks like you can only have one audio file in it. I'm gonna include the one with the background noise just because I want them to hear that because I think that one is way cooler than the other one, in my opinion. Then you can include a message. So what I'm gonna say is, I have another audio file without the oops, audio file without background noise if wanted. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And then ACX has a whole bunch of they have a whole YouTube channel called ACXU that can teach you how to do audiobook auditions and anything else audio related pretty much. They have a whole bunch of different tips. It's really helpful. It's literally like you're taking a class at a college for it. So I would definitely check it out. If you go to auditions and you're at this page, literally just click this watch a video. It's really useful. I had a good time using that. So there we go. Our audition is submitted. You can listen to the audio right here. With the COVID-19 outbreak bringing society to a halt, the hopes want to get away for a while. 3 weeks in an isolated cabin deep in the Pendulum Woods ought to do them good. Fresh air, no people, surrounded by nature. Not long after they arrive, strange things begin to happen around the cabin. An ungodly howling in the dead of night tells Just the howl gets me every time.
in these woods, they aren't woke.
The howl gets me every time, dude. I don't know why I think it's so funny. Like it's supposed to be like serious audio, but to me it's just the howl just be put in there because it's like it's so unnecessary. You don't really need to add all this extra shit. I just wanted to do it because it's more fun that way, and I think it just sounds so funny to me. Because it's like, just imagine you're like, oh, okay, he's got some, he's got some rain in there. He's got some thunder. Pretty cool, I guess. Then you hear the howl, and you're like, what the hell? This guy really just went all out for an audition or something. Like, why is he including all these audios? I was gonna do that for him. Some stuff I don't know. A lot of I feel like a lot of companies will not expect the actor to put in all the other audio clips. They won't expect you to do all that work. They just expect you to read the script, read the lines, do it the way that you're told. But I just added my own audio and I think it sounds awesome. So, yeah. But I think that's where I'll end the stream. I just wanted to show off doing one audition. I'm gonna be doing more, but I need to go to the gym and work out today. It's part of being. I'm trying to be hella productive, and doing auditions is productive, but also taking care of your body and health is productive too. So that's what I'm gonna go do. So, if you did watch the stream, thank you. If you are watching a past broadcast, I hope that it was informative and entertaining somewhat. I know I definitely had fun doing this. So yeah, thanks. Have a good night or day or morning, depending on wherever you are. But yeah, see ya.